We're up here on the Wyoming side. We got a rod bouncing.
Fish on.
This is where you tend to find a lot of pups.
So we're going lake trout fishing. That's got to be a Coke too. I got you that time. Check this out. That's a school of kokanee right there.
In this episode, we're trolling and jigging for pup lake trout. We're trying to help the reservoir out, catch a whole bunch, just as many as we can. Come join us. We got out early. We caught a limited kokanee, so we're switching it up. We're looking for pup lake trout. So tell us about kind of how setup goes for pups, location. What changes did we make?
Basically, we're going to be fishing similar kokanee stuff. We're going to send it a little bit deeper. We're going to be looking for structure. A lot of times, if you want to find, 60 to 80 feet, fish real close to the bottom, you're going to find lake trout.
So what kind of depth are we looking at right now? Where are we at?
We're in about 80 feet of water, and we're fishing 50 to 60.
Are pups a little more aggressive in terms of like coming up from the bottom up? When we're fishing big lake trout, like we're dragging bottom, right?
Yeah, and these pup lake trout, they'll come off the bottom 15, 20 feet, no problem.
We're up here on the Wyoming side. We got a rod bouncing.
Fish on.
This is where you tend to find a lot of pups. We're up near buckboard, kind of buckboard between buckboard and renegers. We've had a lot of small ones hit. We just picked one up that was probably about 8-9 inches a minute ago. So we got a lot of fish right here. I feel like pups school up more than the big guys. Big guys kind of hang solo. What do you think about that?
For sure. When you find a school of pups, I mean, it could look like schools of kokanee. I mean, it could be 10, it could be several hundred. But yes, the smaller pup lake trout do tend to school up, whereas the bigger ones, you might see one, you may see 5, but fish on.
I'm always fond of the spinning tornado for lake trout pups, but we're going with the spinners. So what are your favorite spinner colors?
Yellows, greens, oranges do well with lake trout.
So really, you can get similar to kokanee colors, so it's an easy transition. It's more about just kind of depth and structure change, right?
Yeah, and right now we haven't changed anything. We just sent these down a little deeper.
Yeah, so we actually, I think I mentioned before, we got a limited kokanee this morning, and then we're like, hey, let's double this up and get out and do some lake trout. Tell me about what rods we're using again real quick.
This one here is the Eagle Claw Featherlight Kokanee, and then this one here is the Akuma Kokanee Black. They're both an ultralight rod, great for kokanee fishing.
What reels do we have on there?
This one was the rod and reel combo. So this one's made by, I believe, this one's a Shakespeare that Eagle Claw puts on there. And then my favorite reels are the Abu Garcia 5500s. That's what I have on most of my rods.
And what test line do we have on each?
I run 12 pound.
And between Dodger and lure?
So all my lures are now tied with 14. They were tied with 12, but last year we switched over to a 14 pound Vicious. So I'm running 12 to 14 on everything now.
What type of clip? Is this a little more sensitive clip? Kokanee aren't quite as big? Is this going to release a little bit easier than, say, something you'd use for a bigger lake trout?
Yeah, so lake trout, we use the red ones. They're a heavy tension. These white ones are a light tension. They're all made by Cannon Offshore, or Offshore Tackle. And so, yeah, we're going to be using the light clips, and these fish should be releasing it themselves out of these clips.
Now, we're still using kokanee rods. Do you think that's detrimental at all to setting the hook? We've had quite a few come off. With a harder lake trout mouth, is it a little bit harder?
No, I mean, once a fish bites and it's on that clip, I mean, it's on for the most part. You're going to have some occasional ones get off, but no, these rods are just fine for lake trout.
Does distance behind them downrigger matter?
No, not really. Again, you can go short, you can go far. I guess it depends on what you're trolling with. If I tend to just troll a spoon, I would tend to go a little longer leader, but if you're going to use kokanee stuff, you can snug it right up to the downrigger weight.
You still on?
I think so.
So we had
it's a small pup.
Yeah, we had a really small pup. It was hard to know if it was on. This one kind of fell in the same way.
Oh yeah, check these small little things out.
Oh, I didn't even get to check him out.
So on lake trout, it is now unlimited as far as pup lake trout under 28 inches. It's still 1 over 28 if you want to harvest one over that. You now can legally kill them and throw them back, or throw them away. They don't want them on the shore. But yeah, they're claiming an overpopulation of pup lake trout and would like to thin a few of them out.
Is that for both states?
Yes.
So regulations that back of January 1st made it the same for both states, correct?
Yeah, Utah changed theirs in January. Wyoming was able to do theirs last year in October.
So there for a couple of years, we were seeing a lot of pups in that 19 to 25 inch range. Now we're seeing a lot of more adolescent. I don't know if adolescent's the right word, but we're seeing a lot more in that kind of 15 to 18 inch range. And then we've already picked up a couple palm pups, little 8-9 inches that fit right in the size of your palm. So even those little guys, they're maybe a little harder to catch and cook, but get one in the mid-teens inch-wise, not pound-wise, mid-teen inch-wise, still could be good eaters.
Oh, here's a bunch of tiny, tiny lake trout, like what we've been catching.
So speed-wise, are we changing our speed up at all?
We're not.
We're not. So we're basically got a kokanee. We're 1.4 to 1.8 right now for these pups. If we were a little more just pup oriented, would you speed up a little bit?
Not with this setup. If I was going to use like a needlefish or a trolling spoon, I would go like 1.8 to 2.2, and that'd be without a dodger.
Oh, someone's playing with it.
Right there.
Oh, still playing with it. As Tommy Boy might say, quit playing with your dinghy. Let's just get him. All right, this one's pulling a little drag. Maybe we've got a
pup we're after, hopefully.
Yeah, a little better pup. Maybe an eater size for human consumption, not just an eater size for animal consumption or other fish. The fishing for pups is kind of like fishing for burbot in the sense that we're just looking for numbers more than anything, right? We're more about helping the fishery out, getting as many as we can. And so we're not targeting these big monsters today. It's just get as many as we can. Are they still right there?
He's on.
Ooh, I'm gonna say yes, they are still right there. We've got a close eye on this other rod though. There's a bunch of them hanging right here. We've had about 5 in a row here that were sub 10 inches, would you say?
Yeah.
What do you think our over-under is on the next one being bigger?
Same.
That's not what I said. This can't be the same. So you're going with the under, that it's going to be a smaller one.
It's going to be a smaller one.
I'm optimistic. I'm going with the over. All right, we just did a U-turn. Going to run back up these cliffs over the structure. I'm thinking all the little ones were pointed the opposite direction, so we're going to get a bigger one on this next one. Colton just went Nostradamus on us and said we're going to get bit.
We're getting bit. It's a small one again.
So typically when we're fishing bigger lake trout, we tip them with sucker meat, right?
Yeah.
With these pups, sucker meat not as important, or you get away with
you can do
maggots.
sucker meat, you can do night crawlers, you can do maggots, sometimes corn.
But still tipping it with something, right?
Yeah.
Some kind of scent.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it's better. You'll catch more fish if you do.
And we're wanting to keep them all. Anything that helps.
Yeah.
What about like scents, like a smelly jelly?
Yeah, a lot of people like
like that.
I've got mixed feelings with that. I mean, it helps, but it's just such a mess.
Feeling any bigger?
Yeah. We're on that pole.
So that one caught a slightly bigger one right there. We were doubled up, so I didn't even film it, but I'm gonna go with a new lure. So what are we changing up? See if we can't get a little bigger one.
Well, I am going to an orange and yellow spinner, and then this is our brand new Wonder Bread Dodger we just released this week.
All right, so we changed up to different kind of Dodger. What's the name of that Dodger? It's a Wonder Bread
Diamond Dodger.
Diamond Dodger.
Brand new this week.
And then we went more with the green spinner, if I recall.
Yep.
Let's see if he's any bigger. Right now
A little bit.
We're winning a contest for numbers, not for size.
This one is a little bit bigger.
Oh. That is not saying much.
No.
How many of those have we caught in the last hour?
About a dozen.
Yeah, good fast action, perfect for kids, getting on kids. Good job doing some removal. If we were in one of these fishing contests for numbers, man, we'd be on it. I think Colton got another one.
Nope, I found something for you to jig on.
All right. This one feels a little bigger. We might be up to 10. Oh, he's still there. Oops. I got him, no.
You got him?
Yeah.
You got him. I'll go down and
I
find one.
whacked my hand on this other stuff.
That seems like a little better one.
Why does that keep...
Oh, yeah. It looks like a little better.
He might be 12 inches. He might be 12. Or more.
Yeah, that's one where you're after. I'll get the net.
Yeah, we might have to net that one. There we go. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Got a little better eating size right there. As we've talked about in other episodes, you guys, jigging is all about kind of finding the right rhythm. Right there, getting a rhythm, getting in front of him. Colton obviously has the right rhythm. He's whacking him. I changed up my rhythm just a little bit and found a little bit bigger one than the smaller ones. Don't know if that really made the difference, but you never know for sure. I've jigged with you enough to know that you like jigging banana spoons. What are some of the other lures you might use for jigging pups?
That we make, the pout bombs, the whapper flappers, that's always a good one. Basically any, quarter ounce to 1 ounce jigging spoon will do the trick.
Do you use, what about soft plastics?
Soft plastics, if you wanted to go that route, you could use our loony baits, our ling dingers, tip them with sucker meat or a piece of worm and send it down there and just jig it.
Nice. Man, they're just playing with it right here. I've got him swim. Oh, there he was. There he is. Over here.
Oh, got him.
Nice. Yeah, we're kind of hanging right on the edge of this rocky ridge here.
Gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Did you catch one already?
I don't know how I didn't catch one there. It was like
I'll go
swarming
down
it.
and catch them for you.
Please do.
Okay. Here they come.
Oh my gosh, they keep looking at. Missed him.
Gotcha.
Thanks. Took me about 4 or 5 minutes. Get wind. Colton got one in about 2 seconds.
Got him.
Man, here they all left. Oh my gosh. I think they're just grabbing the body of that spoon and not.
Yep.
Oh, that one's on
Yeah,
still.
got him. Yeah.
We've kept these little lake trout. A lot of them kind of been in that 10 to 12 inch range. So how do they taste? And do you cook them a little bit differently or clean them differently when they're that small versus just filleting them out?
No, I'd still fillet those. And the pup lake trout, they're good to eat. I'd rather have those over rainbows or browns or cutthroats for sure. So they are good eating. You can bake them, smoke them, grill them.
I like them in the air fryer, Cajun seasoning and blackened. We caught a couple dozen in a couple hours. We took them home, shared them with family and friends. Heck, do a community fish fry if you need to. It's the end of summer, guys, and Labor Day weekend is a happening place in Flaming Gorge. We have the Daggett Heritage PRCA Rodeo with all of its thrills and spills and dreams and disappointments. I don't know how you can't get into that. The drama is awesome. And then you have all of the precision, speed, a breakaway, team roping, tie down, and of course barrel racing. Who doesn't love a great rodeo clown? Huge shout out to Dave W. Winkelpleck. There's a parade on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, followed by a vendor fair, emergency preparedness fair, and more. Check it out at flaminggorgecountry.com. This series is made possible by Utah Tourism and the Flaming Gorge Chamber of Commerce.